Hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast Anime Edition. We are back to conclude the Anime Madness bracket. So, thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Sandy, tonight, and I am joined, by, like always, with Trevor McGee and my boy, JD.
Yep.
So, fellas, this is the conclusion of Anime Madness. We had March Madness finish up with UConn.
University of Connecticut,
Yes.
located in Storrs, Connecticut.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Led by Coach Bobby Hurley, former Duke point guard.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Is there more? You want more?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't want any more.
They
I
beat
will say
San
this.
Diego State.
I will say this. I did pick San Diego State for the championship game.
Did you?
Really?
And to win it all.
But that's not so.
Makes
That's
sense.
biased because you are from.
San Diego. Yes.
Yeah, that's-
so
Makes
no college inside there. So
Yeah.
all right. Anyway, Anime Madness. We have gotten it down to the Elite Eight. So the remaining 16 teams / shows. We're going to talk about them now, and we're going to get this all the way to the championship, and we're going to crown our winner.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
Listen back to the last 3 Anime Madness podcasts. We did round 1 for all 4 regions on 2 separate pods, and we broke down round 2 into a separate pod itself. So,
Yes.
those are awesome. Those are incredible listens. So if
We
you guys are
were-
not listening to those, you need to.
We were locked in this room for weeks.
Yes, yes. We did some wardrobe changes. Yeah, it was great. So, all that aside, let's get to the business here. Thank you so much for listening to the Royal Geek Podcast Anime Edition. Go ahead and give us a follow, subscribe on YouTube, on all of our socials at Royal Geek Pod. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter. They're really popping on Twitter lately, so definitely check that out.
Isn't there a place? So if you're listening and you're an anime fan, but what if you like Star Wars?
That's right. Yeah, I mean, hey, Star Wars, Marvel, we got you covered with Mandalorian Season 3 reviews on the Royal Geek non-anime edition. But
Correct.
I mean, yeah,
the network.
Yeah, the Royal Network.
The
Royal Network, yeah.
Podcast.
So this is the Royal Anime Podcast, and check out the Royal Geek Podcast. So
One day I'm gonna get invited on there so I can slander the state of superhero
hey,
movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out. You can have a
There
chance
it
to
is.
slander.
It's the last hope.
Last Hope.
Well,
The
Blue
great-
Beetle.
Wait, that's DC.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the superhero movies in general have been on a
in general.
downturn.
Blue
yeah.
Beetle looked pretty good though.
We need to. Sorry, I know we gotta get
Jaime,
moving. Jaime's great. We probably should take a moment to chat about Super Mario at some point on an anime podcast.
Ooh,
It's not
yeah.
an
That's
anime,
true, yeah.
but there is some crossover. Obviously,
Japan.
Japanese.
Some
Yeah.
references and stuff there.
There's
Yeah.
some, there's some stuff.
It's about to come out.
Yeah.
so.
So, and I'm actually pretty hyped. It drops tomorrow. I
It
think.
does.
Yeah.
It'll be
Does
in
it?
theaters tomorrow. So,
Hmm.
or today when you're listening to this. So, fantastic. All of that aside,
Let's go.
Let's dive into the madness. So, we are going back to our Kame region, our Kame House region, and we're going to go ahead and start with the number 1 seed,
Mhm.
and they made it all the way here, which is
Mhm,
fantastic, and that's our team, Dragon Ball Z. I'm repping the shirt right now. Do I think they're going to go all the way? I don't know. We'll see.
We are.
All right, Dragon Ball Z, and they are going up against a juggernaut of a 4 seed in Pokemon.
Woo.
This is the matchup of matchups right
This
here.
is there's a lot of my heart wrapped up in this matchup.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
much. Question: could every single one of Ash's teams,
Mhm.
including legendaries, give Goku and Vegeta a run for their money?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't either. No.
Maybe.
Can Ash himself? No.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
That's yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some. He had some legendaries that could manipulate like space and time.
I don't know. Pikachu is a monster all by
Million
himself.
million volt Thunderbolt.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay, so as we noted on the last podcast, I have ran the numbers, and what we're taking is we have their overall average votes out of 10, and then I ran a little bit of additional numbers to give it a basketball score and give us kind of a whole number margin of victory. So our largest one, I think, on the last podcast was like 36, and it was My
Yeah,
Hero
it was
beating Toriko or something. And
Yeah.
then, so to give you guys, there's the highest margins in the mid 30s. The lowest margin has been tied. So
Twice, right?
Twice.
Gosh.
So a margin of, and they don't know the scores. Only I know the scores. A margin of 6 is the victory margin here, which
Really?
is tight. Yeah, you're talking a difference of 0.5 in the votes, and Pokemon moves on.
Oh, yo, no way.
Wait a minute right now.
Yo, this is an
Pokemon.
upset. Sandy, give me your thoughts.
Okay, so wow, Pokemon. Okay, so there's a lot going. There's a lot I can agree with that because obviously Ash and his journey is an epic one, and he just had his send off a couple weeks ago for his final episode, which a little underwhelming if you ask me. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. But
Yeah, I saw it. It was.
yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, it was fine. I don't think it's his finale.
I think it was
don't-
an okay send off.
I think he will return in multiple stages and phases.
He'll be older though.
we'll
I
see.
hope so.
Well, I hope he is too. But
Give me Sign and
Dragon-
Ash Ketchum, please and thank you.
oh no,
I want
no,
some,
no, no,
Yes,
no,
I want
no.
some death. Go ahead.
Dragon Ball Z though, I feel like how could it lose? Like it gives you everything as an anime fan as far as action goes. Like it kind of redefined fight scenes in animation when it first came
I'm
out.
going to use some slander real quick for the anime community, but I've seen this phrase in other places just like this, and it's right. It is the greatest action cartoon of all time. It's not close. I mean, I'm sorry. It is. Like, there might be bigger action scenes somewhere, which I would be hard-pressed to find those.
Mhm.
But it is... Once it ramps and you hit those moments, it is...
Yeah.
You're pinned back against your seat, and it is a straight... It's just a straight fight.
You know
It's
what
true.
I think? You know what I think won it for Pokemon though? One, the openings. I think Dragon Ball's openings are nostalgic, but Pokemon's openings, I think are pretty good.
Dun, 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 dun,
I mean,
dun, dun,
yeah.
dun. I mean, it's the best. It's the best.
Like, and then the story, man. Like, I love Dragon Ball with a passion. The original Dragon Ball story, I think was way better than Z. Z, it had its different arcs, but the story wasn't as defined to me. Pokemon had so many heart-wrenching moments, even in the movies. Like,
Ooh, yeah.
dude, like all of those had such.
Also,
touching
I think
moments.
Pokemon way clears Dragon Ball in movies.
Oh,
Oh,
And
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
I like the
100%.
Dragon Ball movies, but the Pokemon movies, both in quantity and quality,
100%.
are. I mean, it's just. I think it's Coke and Pepsi, kind of like they're both huge.
Gosh, man, I'm just still trying to wrap my head around.
Dude, the freaking Pokemon first movie, dude,
Yeah.
where the Pokemon were like hitting each other and they were so tired and
It was awful, man.
Yo.
brutal.
It was
Very
awful.
brutal.
I cried. I was sitting there like,
I will
this
say
is
that
bad.
about Pokemon. It does have a better way of connecting with the audience as
For sure,
far as
for
like
sure.
emotions. Because I know I've for sure cried at least 3 times in Pokemon, but I've never cried once in Dragon Ball.
What were your
so,
3?
I mean, I don't want to relive those moments right now, but
Okay.
obviously the movie got one.
Was it
yeah.
Bye Bye Butterfree? Did Bye Bye Butterfree
Bye
get
Bye,
you?
yeah, Bye Bye
Was
Butterfree
that-
got me. Yeah, it did.
They got me
Yep,
too, man.
It did,
was,
man.
It was horrible.
It was a heart-wrenching
Yeah, it
moment.
was-
Yeah.
I think I might have. I think I got a little. I might got a little touched in Dragon Ball. I'm trying to think of when I might have gotten touched. I can't remember. But it definitely
mean,
not like Pokemon.
nah. Dragon Ball puts you on roids, man.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
builds up
it-
your.
You're just
Dragon Ball Z
straight
is like was a big
Tightness.
motivating factor for a lot of people too. Like
Yeah.
they wanted to emulate what they saw on the screen. Like so people got into martial arts. They got into bodybuilding. They
I
got into
also
all that.
think this is a vote of the side characters as well, because Pokemon has a much larger and more nuanced like supporting cast.
Yeah, that's true.
You think so?
I think so. Like Dragon Ball, so we have Goku.
Dragon Ball has the Z fighters, like, and that's where it
Well,
stays. But
no,
like,
hold on, does it? Because you have Goku,
Mhm.
and then you have Vegeta,
Mhm.
and then you have Gohan.
No. Krillin. I think Krillin is. Dude,
No, the Z fighters as a whole, they all get their time to shine. But I will say for Pokemon,
They're
though,
all one-dimensional though.
each episode of Pokemon introduces a new side character that
And the world.
and builds a story
The world
and
is
expands
deep.
the world.
That's true.
That
Around
they
those side characters.
around that
Yeah.
moment.
You made me turn on Dragon Ball Z, and I'll never forgive you for that. I love that show. Now, I will say, though, again, going back to the side character thing, if it was a main character bracket, I would probably leave if Goku didn't win the whole thing. Because as far as MCs go, like, I understand he might be a cup of tea, but, like, he's the GOAT. Like, he's the most well-known. He's just been around for
You think he's a better main character than Ash?
I think so.
I think it's close.
I think quite frankly, this is gonna be heresy, and I wish we weren't spending this much time on this one thing, but it's interesting.
It's a pretty big matchup.
Like, yeah, it is. Like, I would like to submit to the board that
Okay.
Goku actually has more character development than Ash does.
You think so?
I think Ash has some, but he's always kind of Ash. Like he is, and Goku does not have a ton of character development, but Ash loves Pokemon. He wants to be their friend. He wants to battle. He's kind of a jerk sometimes to his friends, and then he always comes around at the end, and that's the arc for
cycle,
every
the Ash cycle.
single Goku like starts out as a kid, doesn't know anything. He becomes a father. Like he dies for his family. Like there's multiple times as my guy here is taking his kids through a DBZ watch. But like, and I think that you see him kind of, especially super unraveled a lot of that. But in Z, by the end of it, like this is a dude who's thinking like forward. Like he's thinking like I can't be the guy to do this. And quite frankly, I've also brought on more enemies than has been helpful. Like so, I'm just gonna stay dead. Like it's cool, you know, and then obviously the fans in 1995 were pissed, and now he's back.
Yeah,
so
he's back.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I think, anyways, I would like to submit that Ash. I don't know. I would need to go and really spend some time with it. He just is always Ash, which is
You should watch Journeys. Then.
what's endearing about him is that he's always Ash. I do like that. Like I
Yeah.
can turn on any episode, anytime, and
he's gonna
that's
be-
my dog.
Yep.
There he is. But
I would actually argue that they're the same person.
I mean, in ways for sure.
Agreed.
yeah. But
So,
yeah, that's a wild matchup, man. I cannot believe it really.
Pokemon
I
moving
get it,
on.
and I'm okay with it, but I don't like it. Like
It's
that kind of thing.
It's in pursuit of good things.
All right, so Kami House, the other matchup in the Kami House, we have the number 2 seed Cowboy Bebop versus number 3 seed One Piece.
Okay, before we put our 2 cents in, all right.
Boy,
This is another hard matchup for me. All right.
there's a right answer.
You got one of my favorite theme songs, and then you got one of my favorite journeys. Like it's,
There's a right answer.
I don't want to know the right answer. Can we just skip it?
The right answer is the answer that I'm going to give you.
Wait.
The margin is 5.
Wait. Before you go on, before you say, I want to say something like JD said, because I don't want the outcome to determine what I'm
Sure,
about to
yes.
say.
Go
all right?
for it.
Sometimes, though, it's not about the quantity; it's about the quality. So that's what I want to say.
Once again, the One Piecers march on the Sando Mansion. Once
Don't-
again.
don't-
Anyway.
Don't.
Once again,
I'll defend your house.
Okay. Go
I
ahead.
can see them outside. The torches are lit.
Just break it to me.
Yeah.
Margin of 5. It was very close. Let's see, 0.46 was the difference.
Wow.
And Cowboy Bebop's on.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
Bebop
That's
for it.
I
understandable.
like it. Yeah.
I think it's. You really did nail it. Well, the intro part is also right, but like I think it's just what's your taste? Do you want to spend a long time and live with characters and spend time with them, or do you want to have like one of the better told stories in an animated medium ever?
One thing I will say though is kind of a little bit of hate. A lot of people that I talk to, they say, I can't watch One Piece. It's too long. So, but I can get behind it. Spike, I feel like is a better main character than Luffy. I can get behind that.
I agree to that.
100%. I like the theme song better. I will say for anybody that knows me, I'm a big One Piece person. So
Mm-hmm.
I can
You're also a
get,
big theme song person.
I'm a big
Huge.
music person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
music is in
yeah.
your veins.
I'm
You
literally
got
a
the
big-
you got the tat. You got
For
the-
sure.
Yeah.
I'm a big music person, so that's like a big thing for me. So I can get behind Cowboy Bebop winning. I can understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do think, the journey, you're right, with Luffy, it is great. It's fantastic
For
to
sure.
see from the beginning into where he has progressed to.
Yep.
But in the short time that we did get Cowboy Bebop, I believe it was like 24 or 26 episodes. I
Yeah,
believe.
it was short.
Yeah. The development of the team, of the crew, then the progression that they went through, it truly was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
Spike, Jet, Ed, and Faye, it was just incredible. Like their dynamics, they played off each other.
They're space pirates.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
what can you do?
And the craziest thing is that the dub version of Cowboy Bebop is elite. Like it is absolutely
It is really good.
I
elite.
don't think I've seen the sub version.
Yeah,
You don't need to.
You don't need to. Yeah, I was gonna say, because I always grew up on the dub, and it was all dub for Cowboy Bebop.
It was on Toonami when I grew up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I went back as an adult to listen to the sub, and it just doesn't feel the same. Like it doesn't have the same vibe.
I can get that. Spike's voice actor is really good though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Steve Bloom, I believe.
We're 2 for 2 on universes that would absolutely annihilate the other losing, like in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like,
Oh yeah.
That's
Yes.
definitely
like
true.
if the Z Fighters rolled up in Pallet Town, that would be a parking lot when they were done. Like, and the same thing for One Piece. Like
Yeah.
if Luffy and the boys rolled up,
I
It'll
will
be
say
a
this
wrap.
though, Spike and his way of water is pretty legit, man. He's got
he's
his.
about to
Oh
get
yeah,
packed up.
till he catches a second gear Luffy.
Yeah, he's gonna get packed up. All right.
Nice.
So we got Pokemon and Cowboy Bebop moving on.
Hey, look, can we get a softer grouping next? Because I don't think I can take no more of that.
No.
All right.
The next 2 matchups are both hellscapes.
Oh,
Yes.
gosh.
So we move over to the Greed Island. Okay. Greed Island. We have Hunter x Hunter, the 1 seed, versus a 5 seed. So this is so far the lowest one that's made it so far. So far,
San Diego State,
This is This is
if
it.
you will.
And it's both of these have X in it.
They do.
Spy Family versus.
Oh,
Hunter x Hunter.
man. You know, I'm going to be honest, with knowing
Margin is 7.
the community, I feel like I already know who won this, and I'm okay with it.
Okay. I mean, I honestly think you think Spy Family.
No, I don't.
No, you think Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Hunter x
I think Hunter x Hunter too.
100%.
That's what I think.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's Spy Family.
No, it's Hunter x
Okay.
Hunter.
Yeah. All right. I figured.
It won by 7. I mean, I want to take a moment and just lay that like Spy Family. I've said it a million times on this podcast. I'll keep saying it. Spy Family Blue Lock, 2022.
Oh, for sure.
Best finds. Best
Greatest-
finds by a long
greatest
shot.
finds. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you always like a lot of anime are either not being produced anymore. Fire Force,
Yeah.
please, or are in hiatus. Black Clover, or are probably winding down. My Hero, and so like you get to that point where you're like, all right, what's
Somebody needs to step up.
I
Somebody.
need something that's
Yeah.
going to be here like in 2 years.
Yeah.
And both of these Spy Family and Blue Lock are about to be hanging around for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
And
I
I
think
am
Spy.
so happy.
I think Spy Family, like, just it came onto the scene and it was fun.
It was the right thing at the right time.
It
The right thing at
had
the right time.
it was fun. It
Everything
had
what we needed.
it had a great storyline to it, and it gave us like a nice family dynamic that was kind of pieced together, which was incredible to watch. Like,
And it's
big
slice of life-ish,
yeah,
but it doesn't like stray far away from the fact that like I watch it with my whole family, and my 13-year-old son also loves it because Lloyd's just freaking cool and
Oh,
Anya's
yeah.
cool and the scenes are great. Like
Tennis, man.
the tennis match is
Oh,
awesome. Like,
gosh.
and when Anya was playing dodgeball, like it's just like they're going out to the desert where Dragon Ball Z was, like having the fight. It's just amazing. Like it's such a
is
well done show,
But-
very One Punch Man esque.
But you
with
can't.
playing with tropes.
yeah.
You got to be honest though. Hunter x Hunter story all the way through
Oh,
though
man, it's
was
tough.
top tier.
Would Hunter x Hunter have won if they did not remake it? I say no.
No,
I don't think
it would
so.
not have.
I think it's out in second round.
You think so?
Uh huh.
Yeah, I don't think it makes it.
I
don't.
think Gon's character development. It's probably one of my favorites though, especially seeing
Mine's Killua.
seeing his character development through the Chimera Ant arc though. How he started from like this optimistic kid and
Yeah, he did. Well, it wasn't development. He got broken.
the same thing. He got destroyed.
He got destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. His soul got just pummeled, which is honestly like another podcast. But like, I would like to ask, should it have? I mean, he met Kite, and like he knew Kite for a solid 5 minutes. Like it was longer than that, but it could not have been over a month.
right.
And then Kite gets killed, and like I get it, but like it ain't all that.
Yeah,
It was the
yeah.
connection though.
I mean, I get.
That
But
He
he
had
had to
longer.
his-
He had longer connections or
Well,
older connections.
remember, Kite watched him grow up. Basically, he didn't know who he was, but
yeah, I mean,
it was the
he
connection
was there.
he had to his
It-
dad.
Which is there's some trauma stuff there with not being around his pops, and like also But I'm hoping I actually have read up to the end of the manga in Hunter x Hunter, and
I'm glad it's off a hiatus.
yeah, man, I'm hoping that they. Well, first off, I'm wondering where our boy Gon is because he is MIA. They're on a boat right now, but they're on the SSN. Shout out. Anyways, Spy Family goes down, and it should. Like Hunter x Hunter. Now, talk to me in 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Wherever, I don't know where Spy Family is going to go. Honestly, I've got not the faintest idea.
It could be just one of those short, contained ones.
Yeah, but if
it
it
could.
goes for a while and some crazy stuff happens, then you're talking about like maybe we redo this in 3 years and it's like,
Neck and neck.
or even not even like who knows? Like, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, and then the next matchup in Greed Island region.
Bloodbath.
Oh, this is the Bloodbath?
Well, it's one of the bloodbaths.
Okay. Well, you have the number 2 seed, Attack on Titan, versus the number 6 seed, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Ooh.
Which I think if Attack on Titan doesn't take this, then we have something wrong with our fan base.
Let me say this.
We do have something wrong with our fan base,
That's true.
but that's for different reasons.
Me personally, I don't think I would have Attack on Titan win.
Really? So
It's
that
not
is-
that it's
JJK
not
wins this.
good. I love Attack on Titan,
That is
but
some
I think
language.
I think the way that they're doing us with all these different parts is really killing it for me. I don't know what it is, but
It is very again.
it's strange.
It's frustrating.
it's overwhelming.
It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You're doing too much.
Yeah.
Kind of like Demon Slayer with their movie. It's like you're doing too much.
yeah.
Like you're doing too much. Just do the thing that you're supposed to do.
if you're gonna show us in the episodes the same thing
Yeah,
you
yeah,
show
yeah.
me in the movie, why are we even doing the movie?
Yeah,
Right.
like also, which by the way, for the fans, we're all watching Naruto together, because
Currently.
we're trying to
Get
we're
Sandy
trying
on
to
the boat.
proselytize Sandy over here to make him a fan. One thing that I forgot, because anime now in the age of streaming, there's usually not a ton of like last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy, if these Naruto episodes don't have a solid 5 minutes of the last episode to start off every episode,
Yeah. Oh, I
I'm
know,
like,
I know.
please, I just watched
Let's keep
this.
moving. Let's keep moving.
But it wasn't around when obviously it was made way before streaming was
Yeah.
a thing, so you had to do that. I had a moment where I was getting frustrated, and I was like, they didn't know.
just accept it.
yeah, they didn't know. Anyways, margin of 11, Jujutsu Kaisen versus Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan wins.
Yeah.
Margin
Okay.
of 11.
Yeah.
And Attack on Titan should have won.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan-
The story is great.
I think it was, almost 10 years ago when Attack on Titan came out.
Crazy.
It,
I hope
is-
not.
It don't even feel like that.
it does
long.
not. No, but
I'm gonna look
it
that up.
literally revolutionized anime.
It was a moment, man.
No, trust me, it was, and it was absolutely insane. But I do think that Eren Yeager is potentially one of the
genocidal maniac.
well, one of the best MCs / like antagonists in anime.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
That's a hard point.
He's good, man.
well, I mean, from a
I'm not
from
gonna say
a
he's not,
from
but-
a multifaceted, yeah, sure.
He's got a lot of different. I don't know. He brings a lot to the table. I feel like because of where he started to where he unravels to in the middle of his.
You know, something that
his,
they never explained was how he became such a badass.
It happened
They-
overnight.
I mean, yeah, which is
He
frustrating.
grew his hair and it just happened.
Yeah, which
Well, when you learn what he learns, then like
yeah, but that doesn't make you a better fighter. Like that's all I'm saying. Like he went from getting like clowned
To dropping
by-
folks.
and dropping like the
you know,
the
sometimes
dudes.
puberty hits and things just
Nah.
happen. Okay.
That's
I
the
mean, he
little thing we
was
call-
young when he started that
He
journey.
was,
So
yes.
A little bit. Well, they all are. Every protagonist is a little bit of plot armor for our boy. A
Except
little
he-
bit of that, Titan hardening plot armor.
Yeah, you did see though. It was like September 2013. So
Yeah,
it's 10
yeah,
years.
yeah.
That's
It's
wild.
10 years. That's
That's
a
wild.
crazy. You know, it's not a problem because it's a make believe fictional world, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's just something that I'm like he literally
Okay.
went to the ocean, saw the ocean, and was like, I can fight now.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
So
ready.
He had,
would
a
you
he
say-
had a revelation.
Would you say he's a better antagonist than a protagonist?
That's a good question.
Because currently, I mean, spoilers if you're not caught up with Attack on Titan, but if you're not,
Mute.
then yeah, mute it or do something, whatever. But this dude, like the way that the team is talking about getting to Eren and trying to stop him, like
Yeah.
because he's absolutely
Out
mad,
of control.
yeah, it's insane. Like the fact that they are so closely bonded to him that they're broken inside, just trying to figure a way out to
But see, that's
get the real him back. Like,
that's some patchwork to me too. Because like I would argue, should they be? I mean, he was a turd.
That sounds familiar though. You know who that sounds like?
Who does that sound like?
You know, it sounds like a Sasuke retrieval arc.
Ooh,
jeez, dude.
Anyway,
we're gonna get you.
You will.
You'll be wearing an orange Naruto shirt, and you're gonna say, "You're gonna come on here,
Believe it.
you're gonna come on here, and you're gonna say, guys, I've made a mistake. Naruto is better than what I thought it was. Believe it." That's what you're gonna say. Believe it, and we're gonna say okay,
Oh my gosh.
okay,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna do shadow clone jutsu, and you're gonna run out the window.
One of my shadows will.
Into
For
the
sure.
Yeah.
stars.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
All right, so Attack on Titan.
moving on.
Moving on.
All right. Okay, so the next matchup here, we are actually moving into the entertainment district now.
Okay.
Yep.
Entertainment district, we had Demon Slayer, the number 1 seed,
Mm-hmm.
going up against the number 4 seed, Howl's Moving Castle.
And somebody stunted on those hoes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Demon Slayer.
There was hoes that were stunted on.
Demon Slayer is probably going to take this easily.
I love House though.
Yeah, I do too. But
There was
What's the margin?
24.
I really hope it's House because
It's
again,
not.
House has one of honestly in all of anime, House has one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard.
The castle needs mechanical attention. It is no
it's
longer moving.
crumbling.
Dang, that's so
It
sad.
is. It is.
His
dead.
House Steel Castle. It's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's House Castle now.
No
Like,
longer moving.
it's not even howling.
Yeah.
It's just a castle.
It's just a castle.
It's just a building. TV show's called Building.
Yeah, which I think honestly, rightly so, because Demon Slayer over the last 3 seasons now has kind of built up a following that is
the animation.
The anime. That's true.
It's
It
the
is.
animation.
But
People
it's
talk
okay.
about it. They say it carries.
It's
They
okay.
say
The
it
animation,
carries.
I
It's
guarantee
beautiful.
you.
I agree.
I don't know what the results were. Animation, I guarantee it was 10s all across the board for
Yeah.
animation.
I know I did.
Yeah, I
For
know.
sure.
I know I did.
For
I know.
sure.
I can't tell you guys because that would give away some secrets.
Yeah.
But-
But I guarantee you it was 10 all across
I
the
went
board.
back and I rewatched.
Even the fights.
I rewatched the fight between him and old girl with I can't remember her name. With the rags.
the rags.
the-
The
The
Myth
geisha,
Dimension?
the
Yeah.
geisha
Yeah.
girl. The geisha girl.
Yeah,
At
I
the
know
end of
what you're
season
talking
2.
about. I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
The entertainment final fight.
Yeah.
And when he's like fighting her and he's like kicking into overdrive mode,
Him and Zenitsu and
yeah, and he turns up. I was like, God dang, that's a cool looking fight, dude.
yeah,
Like, but the story, it's not mid. It just,
could be better.
it's what you expect, kind of consistently.
It's a typical shonen story.
Yeah, it's very much like I would say. To be honest, you factor out. I would say it's the most typical out of maybe all of them.
No,
You
I mean,
think so?
Like, there's not really because like
teenage boy.
But you got to
yeah.
remember, Tanjiro's like out of all the MCs, I feel like he's the most fair. If that makes sense.
What you mean? Explain that.
Like he's the most honest out of all of them. Like he'll
Bruh.
cry in situations, but he'll
Deku,
also
Deku
man up
exists. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, we can't talk about vigilante Deku. He became a whole different breed. Like we
That's
can't
true,
talk about
that's true,
Deku,
that's true,
man.
that's
He's
true.
evolved.
That's true.
Yeah, he's changed.
He's
changed.
his sign Deku.
Sign.
At the
That's
end,
close,
at the
actually.
end, he's back to Shonen Deku, but
Yeah.
he had like 5 episodes where he decided he was gonna go full Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thorfinn.
But I will say, Howl's Moving Castle storyline is great, and the animation at the time was top tier, phenomenal.
I just like that '90s art style.
I do.
That's
so
probably
good.
one of my
I really
favorite
do.
art styles.
That's good.
Yeah, and it was the cool, like the hybrid fusion, like the castle, obviously, but then you get the steampunk, like looking gears and stuff, like walking around. That's
It really
yeah.
sucks that Ghibli did not have anything move on to the thing. That's our last one.
No, we got one more
No, we
matchup.
still got-
We do. Ooh, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that one yet.
Yeah,
Uh-oh,
you haven't seen it yet, have
spoilers.
you? Well, which we'll get there now. We'll go now,
Okay,
actually.
let's go.
So the last entertainment district, we have the number 2 seed, Spirited Away,
Uh-huh.
versus the number 14 seed,
Justin Sandoval's favorite team.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Really quickly, I
So
want
they took
to.
out Yu.
I'm going to recap. So earlier, last time on Dragon Ball Z, someone was very excited about their favorite anime moving forward.
Yeah.
And someone, that was not the case. And someone didn't believe someone else. That was me. I was not believed. I was told I was a liar. A prophet is without honor in his own hometown. And I was not a liar. And so I get to happily say, you said spoilers, perhaps not. It's a tie.
Oh. It is a tie with
The
Tokyo
margin-
Ghoul and
The margin is
Spirited
0
Away.
because they have the same basketball score.
Are you serious?
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
How does Tokyo Ghoul keep coming out?
This is very
It's the
interesting.
14th seed.
How did we determine this last time again?
Well, I have the longer decimals here.
Oh, I'm
It's-
scared. I'm scared about that one. I'd rather
I
just
thought
determine it.
I thought we did like a
So
we
the
picked one
margin.
did a tiebreaker or something.
Hold on. The margin of victory with the voting and with the basketball score is 0.2. With the voting, it's 0.02381.
Dang.
And the winner, because once we had that those are actually, they tied to like the 8th or 9th decimal place. This one is only tied to the 2nd.
Okay.
So the 3rd decimal separates. So Tokyo Ghoul, take it away.
You're kidding me.
I am not.
Dude,
Wait,
how do we keep
hold on?
letting
How did we
this
determine the
happen?
last ones?
I
Because
think
the last ones were like 7.3333333 or
Yeah.
whatever. And this one is not that.
it's 0.2.
You want it to go down so bad.
Listen,
How y'all let Spirited
How
Away
does-
lose
okay.
to freaking Tokyo Ghoul, man?
Talk to y'all's people, man.
it is our people. To be honest with you, it is. So
For all of you guys
Yeah.
that voted for Tokyo Ghoul,
Mhm.
come run me the fade.
I'm trying to figure out who the heck did not vote for Spirited Away. Like, okay,
You know what killed Spirited Away though? The category we had about the fight scenes, it wouldn't have got very high because there are not any fight scenes. In
yeah,
Spirited
but
Away.
we should put like fight and like adventure / like fear scenes.
But
'cause
we
there
did
was, like-
not,
I
so
know.
that-
But we should have though.
You want so bad to murder
Spirited
Tokyo
Away.
Ghoul.
Well, Tokyo Ghoul. First off, it did Yu wrong. Yu should have moved on.
Can I ask you a question? How much has
And then Yu should have like roasted Black Clover in the next round.
That's for sure.
how much?
And then Yu should have
Go ahead.
beat. No, Yu should have went down for Spirited Away.
I agree.
How much has
And
your
then-
hatred for Tokyo Ghoul increased
A
because of
million
this?
I'm never gonna do a rewatch again for the rest of my life. I will never rewatch that.
So we're banning that.
I'm banning
Is it-
it.
is it a banned
ban-
book?
I'm actually
It's a banned book?
I'm banning this conversation. For the
Oh
rest
God!
of
All right,
Wow.
next one.
I didn't know we were recording in Florida, banning topics.
No,
Um,
but seriously though. All joking
Tokyo
aside,
Tokyo Ghoul moves on. Ken,
Yeah,
next.
Tokyo Ghoul. It's the opening. The opener
Many
did
people are saying it's the greatest anime of all time.
You think so?
No.
Oh,
That opening song. It's the opening song though. That's what did it.
I would say that opening song is probably at least in the top 10, maybe top 5
It's
as
the
far
most
as
known,
anime
though.
crossover. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
Mhm.
if to me, Goku is the #1 anime thing that is the furthest transcended into like not anime. As far as
Yeah.
like people, everybody knows Goku. I would say top 10, maybe top 5 is that freaking song because it is on every Instagram. It is on every TikTok that has anything to do with something remotely seeing it. And the song sounds good.
It does.
So when you
It
hear
does.
it, you wonder where it comes from. You figure it out. You know Tokyo Ghoul now.
You can't go anywhere without noticing the chair in the middle of a blue,
Mhm.
just a blue area.
That's it, man.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, 0.02381.
Wow.
That's
That
your
brought
margin.
me a little stress.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go down to the final region now, and we have the #1 seed, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, moving on against the 12 seed, Sword Art Online. And I'm pretty sure FMA is going to take this one easily.
It's a 10-point margin of victory.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's easy. Not after the whooping Demon Slayer laid on Howls.
That's true. That's
Not
a
a
good
lot
point.
of. So this is the thing that I think would differentiate this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a 20-point margin of victory, which might make y'all upset.
I feel like a lot more people have seen Sword Art. Crazy enough.
I
Well-
hadn't seen Full Metal until this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It didn't.
Think
I
it was a
didn't-
product of its time.
Yeah. No, because Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was.
Same thing as Hunter x Hunter. It just didn't have the turn up.
Well, Full Metal Alchemist, it was like 2007, like
Yeah.
2006.
It needs. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're getting which this doesn't pertain to you
Which
or really you. We're getting a
Probably
Moana.
the people. Oh yeah, live action.
We're getting a live action Moana, so might as well go ahead and just reboot Full Metal
Wait
Alchemist.
a second.
Yeah.
Just run it back, give it to Mappa, and let's make
Are
it
we
big.
really getting a live
We
action
are
Moana
actually,
though?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Oh Lord.
With The Rock as Maui. Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that.
I feel like this is this is definitely other
And-
podcast stuff. I feel like The Rock
Yeah.
is just still manipulating things.
Oh God.
needs to chill.
He's
You
pulling
know-
the strings.
Yeah.
The funny thing is though, is that the people who voted, I know majority of the ones that we know, right?
Mm-hmm.
They probably Full Metal Alchemist was probably before their time. Lay it on us. Give it to us.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
I
Good.
almost lied.
Jeez, dude. That would you viewed a lie. That would have got a pretty big reaction out of me.
I know. I was like, should I do it later? Should I do it?
Yeah, Full Metal should have won. It's not only
Of course it should have. Yeah, it's a great.
Not
it's a
only
great
is
show.
it like the storyline is fantastic.
Oh,
it
for
absolutely
sure.
is, but it has these moments that are just like gut wrenching
Show
moments.
Tucker.
And that, by the way, Show Tucker is episode 3.
Yeah, literally.
They cut like Hunter waited until you were like 200 episodes in to be like, oh, here's a kid, here's 2 kids at a river. Aren't they cute? They're dead.
And they
No.
killed
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
They were like episode 3. Hey, this world sucks. Boom. Like, I mean, it's second place only to Attack on Titan,
It
and
was-
the speed to like, ugh.
It's not even Show Tucker. It's the face of the girl and the dog together.
Mhm.
Like it haunts me. It's
Oni-
terrifying.
Atrocious.
Oni-chan.
It's terrifying.
Atrocious.
Oh my god.
Again, like Attack on Titan, you turn it on, you're like, oh, the kids are playing in the street. I wonder what this is. Oh God.
they're dying.
Like that. I mean, like that. You're like, okay, he's a tough and tumble can do guy.
Yeah.
He's joined the military. It's gonna be, oh, this is a nice chemist guy. He's gonna help him figure out secrets about his mom. No,
Not at
and
all.
He figured out some secrets. All right.
I mean, to be honest, I took a break from the show after a while. I'm dead serious. I was like, this is depressing. I can't do
Yo,
this.
that's-
It made me angry.
It's wild. It is wild. Just to think about.
Dude, side note. Whenever I go to an anime convention,
There's always
I see somebody with that cosplay and I cringe. Like,
Why would you cosplay that, man?
to get
That
the
is the
reactions, man. It's
That's
all
the
about
equivalent
reactions.
of a dude that's sitting there like, to me, if you're cosplaying as Show Tucker, when you go home, you are Googling unspeakable things. Like
you are on the
unspeakable
dark
thi-
web.
Yeah, you are on the watch list. Joe Biden is watching.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Okay, so next up.
Yes. Next up, we have the number 2 seed, Your Lie in April, versus the number 3 seed, My Hero Academia.
Well,
Yeah, it
so
was a
sorry,
good run.
man.
It was a good run. JD, we did it. We did it.
It got up there. I'm okay with that.
We started, man, from this like slice of life at the
How
bottom.
did we even
and-
get started on that?
Oh man, it was just the
spare of the moment type of thing.
no, it was the shows people recommend to you that you never watch, and
Oh, yeah.
we decided to finally watch it.
I'm triple checking this because I want to make sure before we go into this that it's correct.
You making sure your algorithm's right.
Yes, I'm
to watch your life.
Wait a minute, if that's the case, if he's doing that as a Deku stan, then that means Your Lie won.
Perhaps.
He's trying to find some excuse to get Deku on the next round,
Oh man!
but didn't give us Yusuke.
If only it were that.
I don't think you're like one though. I hate to see
Yeah,
it.
no, I don't think so either. I think
Um,
it's
well, I mean-
1,000% My Hero.
Deku would give Yusuke that work.
What's the margin?
Margin is 17.
My Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to help you guys.
Oh,
I was like, that's a
no,
big
no.
margin.
It's okay.
It makes me uncomfortable.
No. It's a slice of life versus a shonen.
Not
This
a
is
lot of people
basically
watched it either. So
it's literally the second. There's only 2 slice of life anime on here, and it was the Iran Host Club was one,
yeah.
and then this one. That was it. So
I mean,
props to making it this far.
As
exactly, man.
As a My Hero fan, like, even I was kind of like, 17?
I mean, but you got to remember,
Something
My
like
Hero
that.
is like big right now. It's
It is,
big.
and I think, again, different podcast. Very happy with this recent season in totality. I think
for sure.
I feel like it kind of captured some of the magic that was lost last season. Last season was not a bad season. I wonder what the studios feel like whenever you know like what you're about to animate is like exposition and growth, and like nothing's really happening.
Yeah.
Because like the Class 1A 1B fight was it.
Mhm.
That was the whole season, and it's kind of like
Right.
there's not stakes, so it's tough to enjoy that.
Yeah.
So like, anyways, it's interesting, but yeah, My Hero
And
moves
then
on,
this season came out just like swinging.
and then it's like stakes.
Yeah.
There's you want a stakes, you got stakes
Yeah.
on stakes. All right,
All right.
We've got moving on to the next round. We have Pokemon, Cowboy Bebop, Hunter x Hunter, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Tokyo Ghoul, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, My Hero Academia.
Oof. Okay.
Before we go any further, give me the 2 that you absolutely, and you have to pick 2. Both of you have to pick 2 that you absolutely do not want to see win. And then the 2 that
you know one of them.
Yeah.
and then the 2 that you absolutely do, like you're like, these are the 2 I'm most okay with winning this right now.
Tokyo,
And I'm not going to speak into it. So these are your 2 that you don't want to see.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Mhm.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Tokyo Ghoul for sure with me
And-
as well.
And then
Out of this list, I don't know.
again, and one of mine actually would probably be, again, being realistic, my hero. Not trying to like be a martyr. I'm just kind of like, man, these are iconic. Talk to me in like 20 years.
Crazy enough, Full Metal. I love Full Metal, but
You don't think you should win, huh? Okay.
the two I think would win though. I don't know. Go
Well,
ahead. Tell me
Tokyo
which-
Ghoul and I think honestly Pokemon.
Okay. Just
Really?
laughing about Tokyo Ghoul. You're just like immediately like, okay, I hate it.
Yeah. Tokyo Ghoul. Easily.
Why? So what are your two that you're like, all right, these are the ones that I'm the most comfortable with winning. Like I feel like this has gone well.
Cowboy Bebop and
Wow. Okay.
Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are your two?
I'm going to say Pokemon and Hunter x Hunter. That
Okay.
shows the difference
Okay.
in our
There it is. Yeah.
our ages right
Yeah.
there. Because
That is true. Yeah, that's true. Well, Pokemon's there though. All right. Let's go. What's our first
All right.
matchup?
All right. First matchup is going to be Pokemon versus
The Cowboy.
Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, before you say anything, I want that margin. 4?
Mm-hmm.
It was that close?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I don't even. I don't even. Just
Actually,
rip
the
the band-aid
closest
off.
margin of victory in this round.
Are you serious?
Mhm.
All right. Just tell us.
What
you
is
gotta
it?
just tell
No,
us.
I don't want to tell you. I want to let it. Who are you? You want a Pokemon to lose?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And
He
you
wants
think-
Pokemon to win.
This is interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
wow! I could mess with you guys. As I told y'all pre-podcast.
At this point, my heart's been played enough. I don't think we should.
Oh, not enough. Pokemon clears.
Are you serious?
Mid diff.
So happy.
Listen,
Everything
man,
that you like.
I just don't understand.
everything that you like.
I don't understand right now. So
A lesser man would be complaining that we've rigged this just to make you suffer.
I want to be the very best.
listen, I love Pokemon.
Not
all right? I
enough.
do. I honestly do. However, the amount of man, how do I put this?
You can't put it.
How do I put this? I'm trying to say this without being so disrespectful to Pokemon. Okay,
Oh,
so
I don't
the,
wanna hear it.
the
boo.
Pokemon,
Sandy.
the level of maturity that it takes to watch all of these other animes in this round.
Okay, but wait, before you go any further, I just want to say
Mhm.
maturity does not equal quality. In this case, Cowboy Bebop is very good. I'm just saying Puss in Boots was probably a top 5 movie that was made in 2022.
I agree, and that was a very mature movie if you think about
Maturity also
Brother.
does not
Listen,
equal the anime
Jack,
community. So
listen, little Jack Horner was a very mature character
Oh, gosh.
in Puss in Boots. Anyway,
the anime community is very immature. Like
okay,
You guys are just
you know, I would disagree with that. I
think
think
so?
Ooh.
the anime community, they've ascended. Like they're a very sophisticated.
you have
group of
people running in the halls doing the Naruto.
That's at a young age.
Chimchar.
That's at a very appropriate age that you do that. However, I think the adult anime fan, all right, the adult anime fan,
well, they like hentai.
They make and they make hate blogs. Like what do you?
they appreciate the storyline. They like the Cowboy Bebop storyline compared to the Pokemon storyline is light years apart. And
Well, again, but it's here's the thing. Let me ask you this: would you rather have one bowl of the best ice cream you can buy, or a lifetime supply of the best ice cream you can buy at Publix?
I mean, what?
That
mean-
actually didn't make sense. I'm so sorry.
So hear me out. Hear me out.
Please,
So you
please
have-
explain.
No, this is good. This is good. So Cowboy Bebop is amazing. It's 26 episodes.
Mhm.
Pokemon is thousands.
Yes.
And so, would you rather what's more enjoyable to you? 1,000 really solid episodes, good episodes, or one of the greatest anime stories ever told? Like it ends in 26 episodes, though.
Yeah,
so, like, which one's
I'm
the better
fine.
ride?
The one with 26 episodes. Yes.
So you're
You
Mr.
think
One Bowl
so?
Ice Cream,
You know,
and
you
he
know-
wants 100 bowls of ice cream.
You know what I think really sold Pokemon for me? The older Pokemon episodes, at the very end, it would always be that like
the poker rap?
announcer that like sends off
So
our
good.
our heroes
Yeah,
are
or off to
done.
Viridian City
Yeah,
next.
like,
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So-
very nostalgic.
So see, the ice
Oh,
cream
man.
thing made sense.
They did once you explained it
Yeah,
to me.
yeah. That's your fault for not picking it up.
I would definitely.
You're one Mountain Dew down.
I would definitely. I don't know, man. Cowboy Bebop should have won. And if Pokemon wins this whole freaking bracket, then I feel like we messed up as an anime podcast, and we don't even need to post
I don't
this.
think so.
I think we did
I
because
think we won.
You think we won?
I think we would have won.
Listen, I love Pokemon, but when I think of the number one anime, Pokemon is not even on like top 10
When we
list.
start going to Pokemon card tournaments, you know who's not invited?
I'll come carrying my original 99 set.
Yeah.
He's gonna make his own
Yeah.
like Cowboy
Yeah.
Bebop cards.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, I went to a brewery the other day, and there were these guys inside sitting at a table. They were trading Dragon Ball Z cards.
Nice.
They had boxes and boxes of trading cards.
My kids were like, "Hey, my hero cards," and hey, like, there's something else. I was like, I looked at them dead in the face, and I said, "No."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I said, "You can get Pokemon cards. You can talk to me about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You can for sure do baseball cards. Absolutely not.
Dragon Ball Z cards are pretty cool though.
They're cool, but like,
Yeah.
no,
Anyway, Pokemon moves on.
as it should,
So excited.
Wow.
as it should. I feel great about this.
Okay.
It's a load off my back.
The next matchup. here.
Pokemon almost didn't make this bracket, which is very funny.
If it wins it all, you got to sing
That's
the
true.
Pokemon song.
That's true.
Anyways,
Oh, I'll gladly do that. Yeah, I memorized that word for word. It's an epic song.
Are you for real in on that? Because
Okay. The next matchup is Attack on Titan versus Hunter x Hunter.
margin is 7.
so Attack on Titan. Won.
Yeah, Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As it should. I think Hunter x Hunter served its purpose
I
for
wouldn't
when
say
it,
it should.
listen. I think Hunter x Hunter served its purpose. It was good. It was solid.
I
anime.
prefer Hunter x Hunter. Attack on Titan's better.
Yes.
I would rather watch Hunter x Hunter 100 out of 100 times.
It's because it's
All I need to do.
think
You
it's
show
'cause
me
of
the
the-
best Hunter x Hunter scene and put it up against that Levi Beast Titan fight scene.
you know what I think it is for me though. I think it's
the
two different.
Killua fighting the Chimera Ant in the hole is up there.
Not better though. You said up there.
I think it's tied at least. It might be better.
But the animes give me two different vibes. You got this dark vibe with Attack on Titan, and then you got like this really joyful
Yeah.
adventure ride
And-
with Hunter x Hunter.
And by the way, the best Attack on Titan scene to me is actually not that, which actually has to be a podcast too. Best favorite scenes of all these shows, but it's Armin and Eren fighting the Colossal Titan when they go to reclaim
okay.
the wall. They go to get in the basement.
Yeah.
That's it's so intense.
Yeah,
man.
and there's a lot going into that episode too.
It
Like
is
there's
so-
different fronts that there has to take place. Yeah,
and the stakes are outrageous. And then you have Erwin, Commander Erwin, looking at the armored Titan on the wall. They're just having to stare down, and he's like, "Come on, brother, let's go."
You know, crazy
it's
enough
good.
though, I also like Hunter x Hunter's opening better. Departure, I think I like that one better than. It's so fun. I
you like
don't
that?
know.
Well, fun, yes, but the
It is more fun.
intensity of the Attack on Titan.
As a
theme
musician,
song.
come on, man. The Attack on Titan opening.
Oh,
clears.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Like, but
Okay, cool. We're good. We're back. We're
Good,
back.
you're back.
Departure is more fun. I'm with you. More fun. 100%. It is not better, but it's more fun.
All right. So
It's for sure. It's like sprinkles.
Oh my
moving on here, Demon Slayer
Yes.
versus Tokyo Ghoul.
Hey, if
What's the
Tokyo-
margin of
if
victory?
Tokyo Ghoul
I don't-
takes
do not. I promise you right now, if Tokyo Ghoul wins this, I am unplugging everything and we're done for the day.
He is banning us from his house.
It ain't me.
Oh
It
my
ain't me.
gosh! So Tokyo Ghoul moves on. No, I was kidding. What is it?
No, they do.
No, are you serious? No, you are not.
He's lying.
No.
It's by 10.
Who?
Tokyo Ghoul.
No.
I'm dead serious.
Swear to God.
I promise, man.
Oh my God, Justin, what is going on?
What numbers are you running? Are you running the actual numbers? Like, cause
No, I'm kidding on this one.
Okay.
Attack on Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer.
I was finna say, yo.
I had to commit to the bit though.
I almost did something stupid. And
What were you gonna do?
What was I gonna? I was gonna literally close the laptop and be done.
That would have been awesome.
He was gonna walk out of his own house.
I was gonna.
Did you give us the house?
I'm going to Taco Bell, guys.
Hey,
See
you you know that Hulk walking away theme
Ooh.
music?
Oh, yeah.
That
Dun,
was
dun,
gonna
dun,
be
dun.
Justin.
Yeah, no, I had to
my
commit to the
gosh.
bit on that
Holy
one.
Oh,
crap.
man. You committed all right.
Thank
We were-
you.
we were-
Demon Slayer is better. It is
No, of course,
thoroughly better.
Now I will say though, like Tokyo Ghoul's animation's nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
will say that.
I don't know if the animation's a big
It's-
difference.
Here's the thing, though. Like the dark themes of Tokyo Ghoul, I think illustrates better than any of the scenes in Demon Slayer. Just that dark vibe. You really get that gritty vibe
I don't like.
from Tokyo Ghoul.
I don't like Kaneki's like third season version of him. It's terrible.
Well, keep in mind, any conversation about Tokyo Ghoul I have, I always exclude the third season. So
Okay, all right.
Just
That
not
makes
even-
sense.
just
not
keep that
there.
in mind. Okay.
All right, okay.
And the
okay.
last half of the second season. So,
So Demon Slayer
Okay.
wins. And yeah. All
Okay.
right.
I
Next.
can deal with that.
okay. So the final matchup here is Full Metal Alchemist versus
Full Metal Alchemist.
My Hero Academia.
8 points.
Hey, My Hero's gonna win this. Only, like I said, I think it's because, like
I
we
think
said,
it's a recency
during
bias
this
too.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's Full Metal as well. Or no, My Hero.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was about to say I think Full Metal has better fight scenes. So especially like
Ooh.
when you get, I don't know, when you get down to like the sins and
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I think so. They're not as as big. Like the
even like the plot twist at the end was like
the All Might,
so much
the All Might
better.
All for One fight,
Oh no, yeah.
and then the Deku Todoroki fight,
And the Deku versus whatchamacallit part 2.
Bakugo.
Muscle
Oh, Muscular.
Oh, yeah.
So
part
good.
2 was really good.
I mean, honestly, every scrap Deku had in this season goes on the list.
Yeah.
I don't know where
You,
it's at on the
you guys
list, but
did
it's-
say All Might versus
All for One.
Nomu 1, right?
Oh yeah, that was also
yeah. You
that was
talking about
crazy.
in
Yeah.
the dome?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
then
my gosh.
let's see what else was there. There's another one in there. Oh, Overhaul. How can you forget the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
Overhaul
I
fight?
don't know. Even
Lemillion's was amazing, and then Deku's was
Mhm.
also amazing.
what is Todoroki's dad name? It's not
Endeavor
Endeavor
versus the
versus
Nomu.
the Nomu. Yeah, that one.
That was that
Wait,
actually.
wait. In this season, the Endeavor, Deku, all of them versus Shigaraki was just
It was
incredible,
incredible,
this year.
yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
So-
okay. I take back my
when
statement.
the best genius shows up and
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
holding him by the threads.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
I take my
the-
statement back. I'm so sorry.
No, I don't think you may not be wrong because like there's different type. There's spectacle and then there's like technical.
Like
And
must.
the technicality of the Full Metal fights are different than the spectacle. It's like Dragon Ball Z is why it's so good is because it does both. You have the technical of how the fighting happens, but it's this huge spectacle where we're zoomed out and we're blowing up mountains. We zoom in and there's actual real martial
Yeah.
arts happening.
There's no technical in Full Metal Alchemist. Freaking Mustang was fighting against
Ooh,
Envy and
gosh,
just started
dude.
snapping, bro.
Yeah.
Every time.
Dude,
Um,
man.
When Mustang is over dude's body, just going whoosh, over and over
Yeah.
again. I'm like,
so
so sick.
the Endeavor and Emu fight. Actually, I think I actually got a little emotional on that one.
Really?
It was just because I went into that like butt naked. I did not know anything about
Okay.
anything. Nothing. I didn't know anything,
Yeah.
and I had no idea what's happening. I'm like, what a freaking turn for this guy! Like, what a turnaround for this dude. Figuring out because just the brokenness that he had and figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know, and taking that step into what All Might had talked to him about earlier on how to be his own version of a number one hero, like who he's supposed to be. It was just cool. And now, having said all that, Full Metal wins.
Yeah.
Full Metal wins.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
By
So
how
you guys-
much?
by
By how
eight.
much?
I wasn't even listening.
Yeah, no.
Dang, that's
yeah. Full Metal.
Wow, we just went through like a laundry list of all of these epic spectacles.
I enjoyed every minute of it. I was just listening to you guys talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's such a good show. I love
Yeah.
My Hero so much.
But they lost.
And then they lost.
Which, technicality wise, like
I still think the story in Full Metal is better.
it
No,
is.
it is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Technically,
For sure.
Yeah.
Again, everything. I'm curious to see how My Hero ends, and if it ends. They said it was the final thing, but that could mean
No.
Lots of
Part
different stuff.
2.
Yeah.
Don't
and
do
so,
it. Don't do it.
Well, I feel if there's like the final for this arc, and then we go into like a Shippuden type situation. I have no idea, but
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
yeah, but I think that if depending on how he ties the threads of the end of My Hero, it could make everything else have a ton of meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And then all of a sudden the story gets a lot better because that ending ties it all together.
Maybe
and
maybe
yeah.
Deku becomes the number one hero and they
Yeah, or
start
like
treading.
I
off
told
of
him there's a theory in the very first episode of My Hero, the doctor who diagnoses him as
Stole his
quirkless.
quirk.
Yeah, stole his quirk. So there's some stuff that can happen where it makes all of this like really interesting.
yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah, or there's some stuff that can make it really stupid. We'll find out.
So hit us with the remaining teams you got.
This final four
Yeah.
is here.
Oh.
Pokemon versus Attack on Titan
Oof.
Oh man.
versus Demon Slayer
Whoa.
versus Full Metal.
Pokemon's
Okay.
not coming out.
Demon Slayer versus Full Metal, Attack on Titan versus Pokemon.
Okay.
Ooh.
So Pokemon versus Attack on Titan.
We're
Let's discuss Justin.
We're up. We're here.
Wow. Okay. So
What's your idea on this? I know how you're feeling about Pokemon.
Listen.
Right now. What's your
at the fact that Pokemon has made it this far, The fact that Pokemon's made it this far, it makes me believe that the immortal Ash Ketchum is nothing's going to stop this man.
Dude, he's holding a Pokemon that weighs like tons.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing.
He, I think,
never
has
get over that.
transcended everything in my book with the fact that he made it this freaking far, and he's going against Attack on Titan. With that being said, Attack on Titan revolutionized anime.
So did Pokemon.
Not like Attack on Titan did.
Your point makes no sense.
What do you mean?
Pokemon
Pokemon
Dragon
listen,
Ball, Pokemon.
Pokemon
Without them,
brought
there's no anime.
Pokemon brought it to mainstream. Yes, I agree. Brought anime to mainstream because
love this.
kids were watching.
I want more sass from JD. Bring more sass.
But Attack on Titan, it paired the visuals, the music, and in the acting
You
storyline.
show me when the anime brings a card game, okay?
That is true.
Okay, that is true. You're right. But that was the first time, really, you had all three wrapped into one at an elite level, like at an elite level to where it is like.
I would say in 1990 freaking 6, Pokemon had all three at an elite level.
I agree. They made
Like-
Pokemon games that
And
literally
also,
sold out of.
Dragon Ball Z in 1996 or whatever, elite, like crazy. You had like this freaking like the music was
Yeah.
freaking great in the fight scenes. You had the animation is all great. I won't want to buy about this.
That's fine.
That's
That's
slander.
Okay,
It's-
Trevor.
we're each got our opinions.
Trevor, give me the margin.
10.
Oh,
10?
Shoot,
Attack on Titan.
I don't know. It's a pretty margin.
Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Okay.
He's joking again.
Nope.
It's actually
No, he's
Pokemon.
serious.
Okay, good.
Good job.
What?
You said I was serious. You figured it out.
You figured it out. Okay.
You unlocked me.
I
We
think
just got to
I'm.
another level.
I think I've been. I don't know. I'm back on track. Now.
You're placated.
You're
I
back
feel-
on track?
Yeah, I'm back on track. Yeah.
You feel good about it.
I feel
Okay.
good now.
Okay,
I
good.
feel.
Let's
I feel
make
like
you
this
feel
is all
worse.
worth it. This is all worth it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up,
Okay. Next up,
Demon Slayer,
versus.
Full Metal.
Oh.
So here's where this is going to get real fun.
This is literally new age versus old age.
Because
This
the
is-
margin of victory is 2.
Whoa.
And the actual voting margin is 0.1.
Oh, that's pretty close. So let's discuss what do you take out of both? What do you?
Storyline is better in Full Metal.
Okay.
The animation is better in Demon Slayer.
I have a
The
question.
OP is better in Demon Slayer.
Is the animation, which one, what's the gap between both those? Is the animation in Demon Slayer that much better than the animation in Full Metal
Yes.
Yeah.
than the story is in Full Metal versus
Ooh.
so like
Good
what's
point.
the gap
Because
between the two?
The story
Actually,
in
to be
Full
honest-
Metal is way better in my opinion. I hate
Wait,
to
so
say
to be
it.
honest with you, I think they're the exact opposites. I think the animation in
Agreed.
Demon Slayer is 10 and the animation in Full Metal is 6. And I think that the storyline in Full Metal is a 10 and the storyline in Demon Slayer is a
I
6.
can get behind that.
That's
know?
exactly what I think it is. I
That's
think
why
they
I
are.
think this one's
The
so
margin
hard.
the margin speaks for itself.
I don't honestly. I don't think there's a wrong choice with who wins this. I don't
I
know.
do feel like recency bias for Demon Slayer is playing a large portion of that, and I think that will get it the 0.1 or the 2-point margin victory.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to throw your in your hat before we go?
Honestly, I want Full Metal to win,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Demon Slayer's gonna take it.
Okay, cool. Full Metal wins.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I'm okay with that.
I respect the fans now.
I'm okay with
I
that.
do. I respect the fans.
They're back. They're back for
Yeah,
you guys.
we're back. We're okay.
back.
I'll drink one for you.
You guys are invited to the Sandy Mansion again. All right.
All right, so
Glad to
this
get that
is
off my
this is
back.
the final. The brow, 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 brow. Like we're here
So it's Attack on Titan.
versus Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, wow.
I would have never picked these two to face off in the title. Maybe one of the two. It could have been either one of the two.
I
Oh,
did.
not
I
both.
did think at one point in my mind that Attack on Titan might be here.
Would you like to hear the margin?
Yes, please.
1.
Ooh.
And it's 0.16 repeating 7. Is
Tell me
voting.
this. Tell me this.
I'm gonna tell you the actual vote.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter now.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter now.
So obviously, one of the two of these is the highest vote in the entire game, and that is one of them is 8.97, one of them is a 9.14.
Oh,
Dang. Okay.
9.14, 8.97.
Okay.
Dang.
Before we get into the results here, I don't know. You probably don't have. I didn't cue you up or tell you. Like, do you have all of their scores that we can run through? Or no?
Not on hand. No.
Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, so 9.1 versus 8.9. All right.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna give y'all. This
Is
what I'm
there
gonna
one
do.
that you're curious about? Really
I'm gonna give
quickly?
y'all my rankings for what
You
I
hockey
would
show that I'm freaking curious about.
I can find out for
No,
you.
you're good. You don't have to worry about that right now.
I want to.
Okay.
I just want to see what happens when I find out.
So I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna start with the opening because that's just.
Yeah,
how I
let's
am.
break this down by categories.
Oh,
Let's do that.
I
Let's
am.
do that. Okay.
Do you have the categories still? Do y'all know what the categories were?
I
Let me remind you guys. I'll remind you guys since I'm looking through it. It's animation.
Mm-hmm.
Take notes or something.
You're good. We got it.
yeah.
It was animation,
OP.
story,
Mm-hmm.
fights, opener, cultural impact, personal impact.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna start with opener.
Okay. Let's do it.
Of course you are.
I honestly, God, Attack on Titan. I definitely think I gave a 10.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist's opening wasn't too memorable.
It
for
was
me.
not too memorable.
I think I gave that one a 6.
Like when I went to go vote for this, I actually had to go back and play
the opener.
the Full Metal opener.
Yeah, I was sure that.
And I was
that
like,
one
oh
wasn't-
yeah, oh yeah. Like that was my reaction. Whereas I think about maybe like once or twice or 3 times a week. I think about the
too.
opener of
Me too.
Attack on Titan. Not only that, but they had maybe 2 to 3 openers that were
Yeah,
actually
really good.
really solid. So I'm giving the OP to Attack on Titan.
100%.
Animation.
Animation.
I think I would give that to Attack on Titan
As well,
As
yeah.
well, yeah. So obviously that's, but how much though? Like I mean, is it?
It's not a very big gap for that one though. in my
Well,
opinion.
obviously the difference is 1. So the people were not.
What I think is going to be the
Mhm.
the hardest thing is story.
Yeah.
They
They're
both
both-
had some solid stories.
They're both. Yeah, the stories are both good for that one.
I also think personal impact is going to be a big determination for this. I will say
No, I think cultural impact's gonna be a bigger impact.
for me, that would personal impact was the biggest one.
Mhm.
I voted Attack on Titan way lower than Full Metal Alchemist.
Mhm.
Reason being was because I like Attack on Titan, but Full Metal Alchemist. I remember me and my cousin when I first met him. We were taking a trip to my aunt's house in North Carolina with my dad and my uncle, and he had the very first manga novel of Full Metal Alchemist. So that was one of the first mangas that I had started reading.
Yeah.
So it meant a lot more. And then it got me to starting to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood versus Attack on Titan, where I'm just like, oh, okay, somebody's getting eaten in the first episode. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
You know?
you're right. I think cultural impact wise, though, I think Attack on Titan like completely took over the world at one point.
What
Yeah.
happens what happens to the Attack on Titan story if you pull the twist out and you pull the shock factor out? What's left?
Boring.
Yeah, not a good story. Not a good story.
I mean,
But
I'm
if
not
the
saying it's
twist-
overrated.
the
I'm just
twist-
saying.
But it's there, though. So
Yeah, that's
okay,
what I'm saying,
listen. Take the shock factor out and you leave the twist. It's still
It's still very good.
it's
I
still
don't,
a very
I don't
very
think,
good story.
But people, like I said about Chainsaw Man, people love the shock.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
at the core value of the story of Full Metal, it's the story of brothers,
it's amazing.
and that is relatable across the board.
And sacrifice.
Really
Yeah.
quickly, UU 7.26, if
Oh.
my numbers are right. And just to, I want you to feel.
Just know when this podcast is over, I want names of everybody who took this survey.
I'll never do it. Also,
He'll die with it.
I'll die with it.
I have a text to send out. I have a ton of
and
texts to send out.
also, I want to say Tokyo Ghoul had a 7.8.
That's unfortunate.
While we're here, I'm gonna run down everybody except for these guys. So Dragon Ball Z 7.54,
Okay.
Pokemon 8.11,
So
One
close.
Piece 7.23, Cowboy 7.69, Hunter x Hunter 8.40, Spy Family 7.7, Jujutsu Kaisen 8.04, Demon Slayer 8.8. So right behind one of our last two.
Yeah.
Howl's 6.3.
Oh.
Dang.
8.
6.3. What the heck?
Tokyo Ghoul 7.8. Spirited Away 7.8. Sword Art Online 6.9. My Hero 8.2. Your Lie in April 6.5.
6.5.
Your Lie had some fortune.
Yeah,
early
they had
on.
good matchups. Yeah,
had very good matchups.
Interesting.
All right, so do you guys want to know, or do you want to keep chatting it up? I'm cool either way.
I just
I think Attack on Titans, or no, actually, I think Full Metal's gonna win it.
it's very close.
Yeah,
Think Full Metal got it.
I think Full Metal's got it. I think it's going. I think at its core, it's just an overall.
What I will say
fun,
is, I don't
good
think so.
story.
From the people that I know took the survey, not a lot of them watch Brotherhood.
But it's still got a score of either 8.9 or 9.1.
Yes, it's true. So I mean, it's still pretty high up on there, but
We had like hundreds of people take the survey.
this is true.
So
But I still feel like you said, Attack on Titan took over the world at one point.
it did. It legitimately took over the world.
Like that's all everybody
You
was talking
started
about.
seeing naked Titans every freaking where.
Yeah.
And it was like accepted. Like it wasn't frowned upon or anything.
I want
like
to
that.
say this. I want to say that I'm looking at some of the results, and the story for Full Metal had plenty of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
I mean, I'm sure it did though.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Where,
It's literally amazing.
where was Attack on Titan? What bracket?
Kame.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan was not Kame.
No? Then it
No.
was Entertainment District.
Our guy doesn't know. His districts anymore.
My phone's closed now. My phone's off. So
This is weak.
Not weak.
Yeah. Do y'all want to? Are y'all gonna keep chatting it up, or y'all want to?
I just think I just want to know. To be honest with you.
Just put
You're so tired.
put
It
the
was
shot,
in the Greed Island.
put the shot in
You're
my
the one
arm.
who's tired.
put
I am
the
tired.
shot in my arm.
Yeah.
Just,
All right. Attack on Titan wins.
oh.
9.14, highest in the whole
Really?
whole guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
Attack
told
on
you that was
Titan.
probably going to be the case.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it. Trust me. It took over the world. It took over the world. And you know what? Even the stupid release schedule that they're doing right now, it's still taking over the world
Yeah.
because people are talking about the release
So
schedule.
I was gonna say, so
Like-
cultural impact is just tens.
Really?
Yeah, personal impact is really high.
Since
except
you got the
for-
scores up there, what was it for me for cultural impact?
remove the names actually.
Oh, that's
But
you
well,
know,
there,
that's pretty smart though.
I'm looking at. I would argue that yours is probably a 10.
With how many tens there are?
Yes, like I would be shocked if you did not.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Okay.
I'd be offended. Let's see what let's see what Full Metal is.
As far as cultural impact, I probably like 6s or
I was
7s.
gonna see. Yeah, I was gonna see like where Full Metal got beat.
Mhm.
That's what I'm trying to find here.
Gotcha.
So the opening got love.
Really?
In Full Metal?
Mm-hmm. Opening got love. Where it fell out was,
Fight scenes or
yeah, it got hurt. There's a spider. It got hurt in animation,
mm-hmm.
and it got hurt actually with opening,
Really?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
and then it got hurt in fights,
Yeah.
which is interesting to me
They had some
because
good
I
fights,
swear to you, if this spider jumps, man, podcast is over. But I swear to you, Full Metal has better fights. I don't. The Attack on.
Attack on Titan?
I think so.
I think so too.
No.
Again, you're talking about scope versus like intricate, and I think like what are the best fight is Levi and the Beast Titan and Levi versus Kenny, and then there's a massive Grand Canyon Gulf to what Aaron versus Annie.
Yeah, I agree.
What about Aaron versus Reiner? Round 1, round 2, round 3? Like,
I mean, they're not. It's just as a big dude running and punching a big dude in the face until the big dude stops moving. Like it's not really.
but
like,
it's not about that per se. It's about Reiner, like the visuals of him running up to him and like the facial features, making contact with Aaron, and then Aaron going back and forth with them. That's what I mean.
I
And
do
even
think the
when
scenes are better though. In Full
and
Metal.
even when the first time they go,
I'm with you.
When they're out of paradise and they're actually invading
brother.
the foreign country, right?
Marley.
Marley, and that whole fight going on in the city where they're just popping up. Aaron Yeager and his crew are all just popping up and taking out these Marleyans or whatever they are.
I mean, I'm by no means is it a slouch.
Yeah.
I just Attack on Titan, honest to God, fights is not the first thing I think about when I think of Attack on Titan.
Nope. You think
The
about
story, the
Yep.
twists, the turns, what happens. I think about the music.
Yeah.
I think about
People dying.
the animation, people dying.
Yeah, but
the fights are like
Fights aren't the first thing that pop up for Full Metal, though.
Kind kind of.
Really?
love
Sometimes
that.
when I talk about it, I think of the fight scenes, like 100%.
It just is
Even-
more. It's more shonen-y with the fights.
It
Like
is.
there's more one-on-one, like hand to hand in an alley. We're fighting on something.
See, like
When Aaron, not Aaron,
Edward.
Edward claps his hands, you already know something crazy about to happen.
Like even like his early fight against the priest was cool.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like there's not like so I don't know. I mean, it's not. I'm not bagging Attack on Titan. To me,
I think who won is deserving.
yeah,
for sure.
like it's not like we had like Yu Yu Hakusho won or something, and we had something to be upset about.
You know what, Trevor?
Like
We're shutting you down.
we had a good anime win. That's what matters.
Whoa,
We had a good anime win. That's
yo, what are you
matters.
trying to say?
Gosh. I think Trevor, you know what? I think you need to Yu Yu Hakusho rewatch.
It's my personal mission because of his unwarranted slander towards Naruto to take everything you love and hold
destroy
dear.
it. Yeah. Gotcha. Makes sense.
Next up is Blue Beetle. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Overall, though, all the anime madness it had some epic matchups.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about a ton of anime that we loved. 68 anime that we talked about. That's a feat, boys. That's a feat.
So in this field of 68, I would say none of our. What anime would you have had win? What do you think the most deserving? Because like your favorite is Magi, right? Your
Yeah.
favorite is Yu Yu Hakusho.
Mhm.
My favorite is My Hero Academia. I would not have had My Hero win. I would have felt really awkward sitting here if My Hero would have won.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
No,
No.
none of us thought our favorite ones would have won. That's
That's true.
for sure.
which I think is kind of cool. I
But
think that's what makes them your favorite.
I did. There was a part of me that could see Attack on Titan winning. There's a part of me that could see, was it what are the other? What was
Metal?
it? Full Metal winning.
Mhm.
Sorry, I drew a complete blank. Full Metal winning. A part of me could see that winning, and then Pokemon they came out of nowhere. Like I was just like,
It's so
I
many
didn't
good
think
things with
they were
Pokemon,
gonna
man.
go as far as they.
That was one that I really wanted to win. I'm not gonna lie.
What were our seed matchups for? So Full Metal is number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan was a 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
2 seed.
Oof.
Yep,
2 seed wins it all.
2 seed wins it all.
So yeah, like what would you have had win that wasn't in the finals? Like that you would feel good about winning that you wish would have won for some shine purposes.
That was in the final four. Like,
That, no, just this, from the whole field,
whole
but
thing?
not in the final 2.
I mean, I think Dragon Ball Z for sure.
That would have been the one. That's mine.
Yeah.
I think if there was any justice in this world, they would have made it. And honestly, I mean, we set the brackets, so we're the a-holes here.
Yeah.
But
We seeded them. I wouldn't have mind Spirited Away taking it either.
Oh yeah.
All right, really?
The only thing is the animation wouldn't have won it, unfortunately.
Should have. It's beautiful, but yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, it was beautiful for its time. A lot of people don't like that style of art.
What are you happy didn't go further?
Inuyasha. What?
Inuyasha went farther than it should have for you.
Yeah.
No, that you're happy didn't go further.
Right. That's
Like
what we're
you're
saying.
happy it
Okay.
stopped and didn't go
Gotcha.
any further.
Inuyasha.
We're gonna get your next. Don't worry, you're on deck. Your slander is noted. It hasn't been as egregious as his, so
Oh,
we're not
no.
dealing with it up front. But we'll be doing an Inuyasha.
I'm not attacking it as much.
Phenomenal
As
I mean,
romantic subplots.
at least I said the opening
Yeah.
and ending thing of it was really good. That's
You
all
said
I,
I
can give
woke
it.
up at 3 a.m. and the ending was dope.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Like that's.
So which one are you? Like?
I mean, it's for sure Tokyo Ghoul. I'm glad that train stopped.
but all right,
but
real-
besides-
yeah,
but
yeah,
real-
yeah,
besides
yeah.
that.
But realistically,
Gundam.
Yeah, Gundam or
Actually,
Fairy Tale.
I'm
or,
so shocked Gundam didn't go further.
Yeah.
Mine is Chainsaw Man. I'm
Okay.
glad.
Oh, I
I
forgot
don't.
about
I
that
don't
one.
hate Chainsaw Man at all. I just.
Yeah, you just
It doesn't. The
you're not all
hype-
about that.
Yeah, the juice and the squeeze. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not together for me. Like it's carried by shock, gore, and animation.
Yeah.
And art in the manga. That the stories. It doesn't really have a ton of clarity.
I can understand that.
Go ahead.
3 that I would have wanted to see move on at least one more
Mhm,
round.
mhm, mhm.
3 of them. One Punch Man.
Yeah.
For sure.
86,
Oh.
and then Vivi Fluoride.
I'm really surprised One Punch Man didn't win, man. But the fight scenes were amazing.
Mhm.
His the animation was
the problem
beautiful.
the problem was season 2. The animation fell off.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
I don't know though.
I don't
versus
feel like it
the,
fell. I
him
don't-
versus the
They
Sen-
swapped
the
studios.
millipede thing. That thing was
Sen- Scorcho?
Yes,
That's
the
cool.
finale was good because they invested all their time in the final arc.
no. But even then, even when he was in that karate tournament,
Mm-hmm.
That sounds hilarious.
that was pretty Nice.
When is the new season dropping on that? That's gonna be a good one. That one we
Dude,
might need to do episode review.
I
Every
wanna,
episode review of One
I
Punch
want
Man.
to tell you guys that I know this is an anime podcast. If you're not reading the One Punch manga, I would recommend. He just squared up with Terrible Tornado, and it was freaking just
Incredible.
It was perfect, flawless.
Nice.
So that's that.
Yeah, we did it. We reached the end.
We made it through.
We are going to continue to brainstorm on bringing you the best anime content possible, and this guy right here, Trevor, is the content creator here. He's a machine. He's a beast.
It's not true.
JD and I just come with the hot takes.
I
And
have
then,
ADHD and I think about things. And I say, hey, I was thinking about this.
Yeah. So, with all that being said, thank you so much for listening. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on all of our socials: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the jazz at Royal Geek Pod. For Trevor,
That's me.
for JD,
That's him.
and myself, Sandy,
This guy.
we're gonna go ahead and say sayonara, senpais.